tenacity.
Frumpkin pads up through the snow to the circle and just sits and begins to turn from speaker to speaker, listening as you guys talk.
Frumpkin, come sit in my lap. Frumpkin.
I take it you know about goals?
Goals?
We do.
Are you all just wanderers? Do you have particular things you're trying to accomplish?
No, we all have our own unique set of goals. Some of them we've made progress on, and some we're just sort of wandering around, hoping that they'll solve themselves.
Right.
I'm mostly fine.
I think there's a story in you somewhere.
Well, probably. I feel like I've been writing my first story for the last while. I don't know if it's finished yet. I spent most of my life at home.
I got the feeling.
Speaking of your story, Caduceus, do we know what corrupted your woods yet? Did we solve that?
We do not, actually. I mean, there's been thoughts in that direction. I mean, I assume there's been thoughts in that direction.
Why didn't you want to investigate the corruption in the woods, in the ruin?
It
Were
was
you not...
It was different. It
How
felt
can you be
different.
so sure? Even if it was different, it could provide answers.
Maybe. It, I suppose for the same reason that it's one thing to find the bones of something that died a long time ago versus walking up to something that's still gasping. So you don't know what's still around. It's not the best metaphor I've ever had, but what happened to my home was slow. Took time. Was just death. Or at least that's how it felt. Down there, I don't know what that was.
Has the corruption been happening since you were born? Or did it start after?
Started before. Yeah. Started before. It's been slowly eroding over decades and decades.
Maybe a collection of wise minds like a Somnovum could help solve that problem.
Somnova?
Well, yeah, isn't that what they're called?
It's certainly possible.
Huh. I genuinely haven't thought about it.
How much do you know about the Somnovum?
Huh? Me?
You.
Not particularly much. Seems to... Well, you know, my husband is a scientist, and so he studies the root names of things. Novum seems like 9, maybe, could be. So, I don't know, something about 9 in there. That's all I kind of gleaned.
Now, where would you get sort of a strange idea of 9 being important?
Well, you know, I think you're teasing me.
I think you're right. Some of them are strange. Well, strange is the wrong word. Some of them are mad.
They're mad like crazy mad, or
More the former.
Oh.
Absolutely batty. Brilliant, though. Quite brilliant. Beings, a being. It's hard to find the right terminology. Dreams and imagination. They have power over matter in the astral realm. And when the greatest imaginations become one and only know suffering over 1,000 years, well, that builds into an extraordinary being without focus. An unstoppable force driven by instinct. That's dangerous, right? But those with imagination, the things I can imagine for them. How about you?
Is that what you think you're bringing to it? Focus.
No, I'm asking you questions now.
What would we know about that, though?
I'm asking if you have imagination.
Oh, well,
Your
sure.
goals, your future, the things you want to see, the changes you want to bring.
Well, there's been a lot of strife between the two nations on the continent. We've definitely tried to help them heal and bring peace to the world. That would be a nice direction to focus the energy of your wise friends, I guess.
That's a very noble cause.
I would like to domesticate unicorns.
Frumpkin just goes,
For like breeding and racing, or milking, or
Like keeping as pets, you know?
cool.
Lucien kind of tilts back and goes, perhaps not quite as noble, but equally respectable.
Thank you.
How about you? Angel Blood.
Me?
What depths of your imagination?
Angel Blood is a cool nickname.
You can call her that.
Can't call her the name that'll madman. Just. I think I have quite an imagination, but I don't fully know what my goals are yet.
That's okay.
Would you want to discover more about your lost time?
Yes and no. I forget that you don't know a lot about me already. But there's a period of time that I lost, and I don't know how long it was. And I don't fully know what I did, but I know it probably wasn't all good.
Maybe it's best left in the past.
Sometimes I think that.
Well, maybe you're just not ripe yet. Maybe a goal will find its way to you in time. There's no rush.
Yeah.
I take it yours is to cut free this terrifying sea serpent that wants vengeance?
Actually, I'm enjoying sort of him being on my tail. It at least gives me an idea of where he is. Better the enemy that you know than the one that you don't, yes?
True to that.
It's more like wanting to close the book on him on my terms. I think I have the ability to do that as well. Just take a few more steps.
All right. What about you?
What are my goals, or do I have an imagination? You've asked a few questions.
Goals take imagination.
Yes, they do.
So, what do you imagine your goals to be?
It's interesting. Kind of at a point where I've achieved a lot of my larger goals. Now I'm just following open doors. This being the latest. I think this will inform my future goals pretty heavily.
Fair enough. You said you're setting your story.
Well, you asked what I wanted, and I think I figured it out. I want to change a heart and a mind and save a soul. Just one.
Well, There's a lot in the world not yet discovered, and a lot of possibility yet to be harnessed. How about you?
I'm not there.
Oh, that's right, you.
But
He says to the cat.
and then he hears, only he in his ear hears, you seem to know a lot about this entity. What makes you think you could bend its power to your wishes in the first place?
Only Lucien hears that.
He's using the message spell.
He responds,
And
and you
the
guys,
cat is from Jester's lap. It's just like this.
you hear the response, though all the rest of you just see him staring at Frumpkin.
Why is he staring at my lap?
You presume much, broody one. But I see a lot of curiosity in you too. Perhaps we're more alike than you'd think.
Well, there is much I would like to do with my years left in this world.
You see him break his eye contact with Frumpkin.
Where does your imagination lie?
Got a few ideas. Some of them vengeful. Some of them curious. Some of them, I don't know. Wild.
Did the Sun Nova make you nervous?
I did it first. But I've met them. Truly met them once. I don't know, it feels like we're family.
Do you think you can control them?
I don't think I can control them, but I think I have something to offer.
You want to be a part of them.
I have some ideas to be mutually beneficial.
You said that they were mad. Do you consider yourself to be mad?
Well, I think it takes a bit of madness to truly unlock the imagination.
What could they possibly want? Can't even imagine.
Well, continue along with us. Maybe you could ask him yourself.